Back now with a closer look at this year's Oscar nominations. Emilia Perez leads the pack with an impressive 13 nods, including Best Actress for Carla Sofia Gascon, making her the first openly trans performer to get an Oscar nomination. The Brutalist and Wicked garnered the second most nominations with 10 each, but just like every other year, these nominations aren't without some controversy, like the use of AI in two of the films that are up for Best Picture. And sometimes the buzz isn't around who was nominated, but who was left off the list. Here to walk us through it all is our good friend Dave Karger. He is a host of Turner Classic Movies and author of the book 50 Oscar Nights, which relives some incredible Oscar moments and speeches from over the years. Good to have you with us. So normally during this time period on Fridays, we do our can't miss list, which is where we talk about all the things you need to see this weekend. I think this is perfect because now you can just go see all the Oscar nominees. Some are in the theaters. Some you can actually watch at home now, which is really cool.
I love this time of year because film fanatics like myself have been talking about these movies for months. But I love that now the general public is like, what's a Nora?
Right, exactly.
And I'm saying, I've been talking about a Nora since September, but now you're finally going to listen. And it's great because that's the wonderful thing about the Academy Awards is that it really elevates these movies that deserve to be seen. And in many cases, like The Brutalist, really need to be seen on a big screen. So I think that's a wonderful thing about the Academy Awards.
Let's talk about Best Picture. We've got 10 nominees. It is kind of a wide open field this year. Some movies people have seen, others that people may not have heard of, like Nora. The Substance is in there, which is sort of a peculiar film, some might argue for. Talk about how this Best Picture race is shaping.
I love it. All my favorite movies are in there, and there's something for everyone. The Oscars are the great equalizer. You have Dune Part 2 and Wicked, these movies that made hundreds of millions of dollars, right alongside two foreign language films, Emilia Perez and I'm Still Here, which was, I think, a bit of the surprise nominee, a film from Brazil that also got nominated in Best Actress for Fernanda Torres. And then you have these as a smaller movies like Nora and The Brutalist, and films that I think people really should now pay more attention to. A lot of people I'm hearing saying maybe Emilia Perez has the edge to win because it did have the 13 nominations. I think The Brutalist is the one to look out for with 10 big nominations. I could see a world in which that wins Best Picture, Director, and Actor and has like a mini sweep.
Could have a big night for it. All right, let's talk about Best Actress first of all, because Demi Moore gave that incredible speech at the Golden Globes. It does what the Oscars love, which is take someone who's been around a while but hasn't been honored in this way.
So modest.
And gives them that platform. But this is a tough category right here because you got some well-known names, some well-respected performances, and then a few people who didn't make the cut who are very well-known, right?
Yeah, well, that's the interesting thing about the Best Actress this year is that instead of these A-listers like Nicole Kidman for Baby Girl and Angelina Jolie for Maria, they went with these lesser-known performers who are fantastic. You mentioned Carla Sofia Gascon, who's amazing. Also, Mikey Madison, the star of Nora, and what a breakthrough performance that she gave. I just love that. The only person of those five who's ever been nominated before is Cynthia Erivo for Wicked. And by the way, if she wins, she completes her EGOT.
Oh, that's right. She's on the edge of that. All right, let's talk about Best Actor, because you got Timothée Chalamet, who would be the youngest to win an acting Oscar if he does win. Adrian Brody's won one before, but seems to be the favorite. And Ralph Fiennes, is this his first Oscar nomination?
It's his third nomination.
It's his third. Okay. He's never won, though.
He's never won. It would be the only acting nominee this year who has won is Adrian Brody. In fact, 13 of the 20 acting nominees are first-time nominees, which I think is really interesting. Ralph Fiennes has a chance for the kind of career achievement reason. I'd love to see Timothée Chalamet. By the way, Timothée Chalamet, first person to get 2 Best Actor nominations before the age of 30 since James Dean. I mean, but I think you're right. Adrian Brody has the edge.
Yeah, Chalamet will be hosting Saturday Night Live this weekend and is also the musical guest.
Can't wait.
Maybe he'll be doing a little Bob Dylan in that as well. We've got about 45 seconds left here. Let's talk about Director. That's always a controversial category. There's always going to be people who get snubbed. Some people maybe thought Wicked should have gotten a nomination here. Break this one down for us.
Yeah, I think they went a little bit more arty. And that's why you're not seeing John Chu for Wicked or Denis Villeneuve. And I know that Josh Brolin put on Instagram, he was like, how could they not nominate Denis Villeneuve? They also didn't nominate him when Dune got 10 nominations, the first one a couple years ago. So unless there's going to be 10 nominees for Best Director, there's always going to be some people that miss out.
All right, so much to watch. Hopefully you can check some of it out this weekend or ahead of the Oscars coming up right now in early March. Dave Karger, always good to see you. Oscars are going to air Sunday, March 2nd. First time ever. The ceremony is also going to stream live on Hulu. That does it for this hour of Morning News Now, but stick with us. The news continues right now.